Hello, everybody. This is Richard Stashy from Tinker to Tales.
And me.
I was able to get my wife involved with this over here. And in the background, I do have the babies rocking, and we're trying to sneak in the video. Um, Today, I just wanted to talk a little bit about Lolita, and I do have I just wanted to add something else to Mrs. M's video that she just released, number 20 on The Shining. Just uh, just to add to it, and I was hoping that maybe see what her reaction would be about it. And I want to start off showing this picture over here. This is a picture. This is kind of like a makeshift picture I put together. It's Humbert Humbert, who's being played by James Mason, and he's standing in front of a burning building. When Stanley Kubrick bought the rights for Lolita back in the 50s, he asked Nabokov to write him a script for what it would be like in a movie. And from my understanding, he wrote a 300-page script. Now, I have not read the script, so I'm only basing this from information that I gathered. Novikov wanted to start his story where Humbert Humbert is standing in front of a burning house. Now, in the book, there's a family called the McCoos. If I said it right.
Yeah, I think you did.
The McCoos, he was planning on staying before he actually ended up going with the Hayes. He was planning on staying with them, and then he was talking about all his fun fantasies that he had plans with the two girls that was living in the house. Then how luck happens, according to him, the house went on fire, so he had to look for another family to move to. I kind of got from the book that he actually was at the house. He actually did these crazy deeds that he was talking about that he wanted to do, and I think he set the house on fire. And I feel that if Stanley Kubrick started the story with Humbert Humbert standing by a burning house, I feel like it'll be pretty easy to identify that he must have.
Yeah, it'll tip people off right away that this is a potential possibility for him to have burnt the house down himself.
Yeah, it would be a pretty big tip off. So why am I pointing this out is because there's a little section in the story I do want to talk about that kind of gave me an idea that there's a lot going on about Humbert Humbert. Please note that I actually watched the story 3 times.
The movie?
Yeah, I watched the movie 3 times, and then I actually read the book. And the book, I hate to say it like this, but the book basically verified my feelings on what I thought Humbert Humbert is. Now, one of the indicators that I would keep talking about is the Band-Aids, and I'm just going to gloss right through them in this segment of this video just to give you guys an idea of what I'm talking about with the Band-Aids, because I know a lot of people keep saying that they don't see the Band-Aids or they don't understand. And I'm not going to say I know what the Band-Aids are. I do have
Theories.
a couple theories. A couple. And I'm hoping that in the next video or so I'll be able to work out those theories for everybody. But I will give you guys a little idea what I'm talking about. Okay, in this scene over here, this is basically when Humbert Humbert is visiting Charlotte for the first time, and she's actually giving a tour to the house. And then as you see his hand over there, you don't see a Band-Aid. But then when he walks down to the stairs to her bedroom, there's going to be a Band-Aid on the same finger that there was no Band-Aid on. Now, just wanted to point that out. Okay, in this next scene over here, this is when he has the gun in his hand, and you're not going to see there's no Band-Aid on the right finger. And There is a band-aid on the left pointer finger, as you see over here, which you did not really see. But pay attention to this thumb over here.
And this is not the same day as the last.
No, this is okay.
Different date, right?
Yeah, this is a different day. This is sorry about that. This is happening after Humbert Humbert supposedly got married to Charlotte, and then
Yeah, this is when Lolita's at camp. He marries Charlotte to stay with the family so he can
yeah,
get his hands on her later.
yeah, and then things go kind of crazily because she ends up reading his diary, finding out that he's a total pervert, and then he's just well, at this scene over here, she did not find out that he's a total pervert. At this scene over here, what happens is that she ends up telling him that she has every plans of having her daughter going to boarding school as soon as she comes out of camp. And then he's just so upset that he's thinking about just shooting at her while she's in the shower. That's why he ends up taking the gun. And this happens to be Charlotte's gun that he has. And then he's like, he puts the gun in his pocket and says, "Oh no, I don't have it in me to kill her." My gut feeling is saying otherwise, but I'm just going to let it go right now. I'm not going to say anything else to this. But I do want to point out that there's the Band-Aid over there. He puts his gun in his pocket. He's not going to kill her. And then he has the Band-Aid over on a different finger, the thumb right over here. And this is when he starts finding out that she's in his room. She's not in the shower this time, but she's in his room and she's reading a diary and she's finding out that he's a total jerk ass. And then he ends up running down the stairs to get her a drink to calm her down. And there's another Band-Aid. Yeah. And this is the Band-Aid that I was saying that was not on his pointer finger. So, as you see, there's the Band-Aid here on the pointer finger, right there. And then when you back up a couple scenes, there's no Band-Aid right here at all.
So it's his right hand. Okay.
It's right hand. And all this is happening at the same time.
Same day,
same time, same everything. And this is when Charlotte supposedly run out the door, writing a letter to send to her friends, and then she gets hit by a car.
Wait, she wrote a letter to send to her friends?
Yeah, she's supposedly writing a letter to send to her friends to mail it out, and then she gets hit by a car. And it happens very, very quick. Yeah. And there's many theories in the book, like what has happened to it, and a lot of people, not just myself included, but there's a lot of other people that do kind of believe that he had something to do about her death. Mm-hmm. And I feel that in these scenes, there is something going on about her death too. But like I said, I'll explore more into it later. Now this is one of the scenes.
This is now after.
Yeah,
after
she's
died. He's taken her from camp, and have they moved into the new house yet, or are they moving?
No, they have not moved into the new house.
Okay, so this is when he takes her from camp.
This is he takes her from camp, but this is I'm not relatively sure when this was, because when I made these screenshots, this was before the babies were born.
Okay.
So you have to forgive me on it, but I wanted to really getting myself in the motion of starting to put this together here. Over here he's driving, as you tell, there's a Band-Aid on his pointer finger. And then there's a Band-Aid on his left pointer finger. Now in this scene over here, this is before Dolores was sent to the hospital when she felt ill. This is after I could tell because there's the car in the background.
Yeah, she got that hoodie on. This is when she starts feeling sick. They left the home that they moved into.
Yeah, they left the home that she moved into.
She said she just wanted to go on a car ride or something else.
Yeah, but then road trip. But then there's a lot of question marks about how he all of a sudden wants to go on these road trips.
Oh yeah, well we're not getting into that. We're just talking about Band-Aids.
Yes, we're going to talk about Band-Aids, right? I'll try to stick with the Band-Aids. Anyway, in this scene, there's a Band-Aid on his left pointer finger. And then there's no Band-Aid on the left
Yeah,
pointer finger. Seconds later. And then when he's ready to, touch her, he's like, there's a Band-Aid on the thumb.
Mm-hmm.
And sure enough, the Band-Aid is now missing.
Yeah.
All these happen during the same scenes. Now, like I said, I have a whole bunch of theories on what I think what the Band-Aids mean. I have not seen anything. I looked YouTube and I am a little bit upset because I also decided to ask AI.
Yeah, don't get into the AI fights.
I don't want to get into the AI fights, but I've learned something about AI that's called hallucinations.
AI hallucinations?
AI hallucinations.
Yeah.
And what was really upsetting is that their AI was giving me references. It was giving me links that doesn't work. It was giving me references that don't exist. Telling me books that don't exist.
It was making stuff up.
It was making stuff up. I was really thinking that AI was lying. But then when I went to Reddit and asked them about this, they were telling me like, this isn't called AI hallucinations. They don't really know for sure what's going on, but it seems that it collects so much information and it just wants to fill in the dots, maybe.
Fills in the gaps with.
I know
what
because
makes sense but isn't true.
Yeah, because it was telling me wild stuff like the two really big examples that I got that really was upsetting with me was it was telling me that first off that James Mason had tattoos on his fingers because he was in the Royal Navy, and when I spent like an entire day talking to AI about this, and I was like, okay, I really want to find out about this information about him in the Navy. That's when I found out, like, no, he did everything he can do not to be in service. He basically, he basically argued that he was a pacifist, and and that
He definitely didn't do any military service. Let's just
he didn't do any military service.
Getting a little too deep in AI right now.
All right. So therefore, there was no tattoos. And then another time, AI was telling me that he cut his hand in a scene. And once again, looking at there's no such scene, no such existing cut that I could find, and nothing on it.
So it seems he made up information there too.
Yeah, made up information. So, although I will mention this because I happen to show one of the issues that I had with AI is like I was bringing up other pictures of James Mason because this was back with the tattoos argument that I was going with him, and I was trying to find tattoos on his hand, and then I saw a whole bunch of pictures of him in his house being normal with cats, and my wife's crazy theory, which I'm not gonna say crazy, but does make a little sense. Your theory is
that he's got a kitten and he's got little cat scratches on his fingies.
So she's like, well, maybe he got cat scratches on his fingers and from a kitten. And I think it's kind of hilarious. I'm not going to rule that theory out as a possibility, but so far, like, there's no... The Band-Aids are definitely for the movie. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you think they indicate something in the movie. We don't quite know what it is yet. We're still exploring it, but we just wanted to point out there's Band-Aids happening. Yeah,
there's Band-Aids happening. I think it's kind of like indicating for the type of character that Humbert Humbert is. I don't think it's just pedo, pervert, whatever.
I don't think you can say that word on YouTube.
Oh.
You would have to bleep that out. They say... I don't know what they say.
He does bad things.
Play-Doh?
I don't know.
Play-Doh-philia?
Well, I'll probably have to burp out. So
you're going to have to blurp it out.
I'll burp it out. So anyway, I think there's a little bit more than that what's going on, and I'll be happy to explore that in the next coming video. Now, but what I do want to talk about, this is the scene that made me realize when I was watching Lolita for the first time that, oh my gosh, this guy is off his rocker.
Humbert Humbert is off his rocker.
Humbert Humbert is off his rocker. Okay, this scene over here, this is the house that Humbert Humbert and Dolores is staying at. Please, this is what's really odd about it, is that Dolores and her mom has a house.
Yes, they have a house that she still owns.
But according to the story, Humbert Humbert marries Charlotte. She dies. The house is now Humbert Humbert's. The thing that Humbert Humbert does is that the moment Charlotte dies, he runs to the camp and picks up Dolores without even telling her that her mom died.
Yeah.
So,
spoiler alert.
which gives me a huge red flag. He never goes back.
They never go back to the house. Does it say that he rents it, though? Or he rents it out or something, or no?
What, this house?
No, the house that Charlotte owned. Do they rent it out or something?
No, this is Charlotte's house.
They just leave it vacant.
They left it vacant. Well, according to the way how the book ends up, how the book goes, and then towards the end of this story too, is basically he ends up cashing out that house and gives it to Dolores towards the end of the story. But
okay,
there's a big but.
So basically, he gets Dolores from camp. They drive around a little bit. They don't go back home ever, to the home that they still own. He gets a job in, I think, Ohio or something, or somewhere else.
In Beardsley.
Beardsley. He gets a job, and they move into this house that you see on the screen right now.
Yes.
And I guess they're renting or buying, whatever, but this is their second home now. And she's going to high school in this town.
Yes, she's going to high school. She's in 7th grade.
Yeah, 7th, whatever.
She's supposed to be in 7th grade, and she's in high school.
Yeah.
So.
That is not high school.
What?
7th grade isn't high school.
No, she was originally going to 7th grade, and then he's able to get her into high school. Another red flag. Be happy to talk about later.
Let's not get into that. That math does not make sense. We don't know if this is 2 days later, 2 weeks later, 2 months later. We have no idea how long they've been together, right? Nothing indicates that.
I think the only thing that indicates in the book, I think they're supposed to be together for about 6 years or so.
At this point?
Or
in total?
I think in total.
Okay. Yeah, I don't want to get into that math right now.
Yeah.
We're on a schedule, guys.
Okay. Anyway, he walks in the door here. It's a little bit dingy, as you can see it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'll notice that this picture frame's kind of slant, and then over here you'll see a shadow of another where a picture used to be. Mm-hmm. And then over here, he's just looking up here. He's calling for Dolores. He's actually saying hello for Lolita over here. And these are the stairs. It's all full of clutter.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're going to see this nice box over here.
Mm-hmm.
There's some junk over there.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's continuing on. Yeah, asking for Lolita, Dolores, and she's not answering. He goes over here to the next room. He opens up the door. It's all dark.
Mm-hmm.
And boom.
The Pink Panther.
Yes, it's the Pink Panther. Yeah, this is Claire Quilty in disguise as a
someone from the school. I don't remember if it was a psychologist or a
professor or somebody, but
or
it's supposed to be a counselor,
yeah.
something in disguise. But the thing that really caught my eye, I'm going to hit the next scene so it'll be easier to point out, is this here. And when he walks in the house, the light is on, and then he goes through this next room, and it's completely dark, and here's this guy sitting in the dark. And according to what Queer Quilty says, he's like, he has this light off because he's trying to save electricity or something like that. I just feel like this is bogus.
Well, yeah, everything Claire Quilty is saying is bogus because he's in disguise.
Yes, he's supposedly being disguised, but this is where it just makes me feel that Queer Quilty is basically Humbert Humbert's imagination at this scene right here, because I just don't really see a real reason for him to be in this room. And as you look around in this room too, you'll also notice that there's a lot of clutter everywhere too.
Mm-hmm.
And as my wife points out, you can tell that there's no living woman in this house because the house is so cluttered.
Yes. I won't say what else I said.
So when I saw that, I was like, okay, Claire Quilty. Am I saying his name right?
Quilty. You know,
Claire
like a quilt.
Quilty has to be Humbert Humpert's imagination, and it makes more sense to me after thinking of it from this point on, and then when I started backtracking through all the other scenes that I kept on seeing in him, and all the other scenes that he's in, it's like it definitely. This guy is definitely not there.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah.
And then just to point out again, this is my notes trying to say like what's going on with the walls and the stairs. So you see, and then I circled up the box over there.
You think nobody's upstairs? I think there might be somebody upstairs, but
I don't think anybody's
I
upstairs.
don't think there's any responsible adults upstairs.
But this also kind of reminisces to me is the beginning of the movie where that house is also like in disarray, and there's like sheets on the
Charlotte's house?
no the first house where
Oh, in Claire's like mansion or whatever.
yeah, his mansion, which is like
Well,
all
because he's also not
clutter.
a responsible adult.
Yeah, but my theory is that these two houses are abandoned houses. I think this house.
I don't think they're abandoned.
Yes, this is. I'm going with my theory right now. I'm just saying. I think this
You
house.
can say they're abandoned. I don't think.
I think this house is abandoned. I don't even think Humbert Humbert is supposed to be in this house legally.
Squatting.
He's squatting. Yes, he's squatting. Just like the first house where he ends up shooting Claire Quilty at. I think someone's squatting there. And like I said, I'll be happy to get into those videos later. A lot of notes to talk about. And then I guess I want to talk about The Shining a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I think the next video clip is The Shining right here.
And this is just in response to Miss M's video now, right?
Yeah, this is a response to Miss M's video. She has a really good video on number 20. Basically... which makes a lot of sense to me too, because after watching all the scenes, it's like, why is Wendy taking her sweet ass time to Jack? Mm-hmm. Because it's true. It's like there's a shortcut, and she doesn't take the shortcut. She takes the long way around. And I know that some people will probably be like saying like, well, that's probably because they want to make sure the place looks bigger. And I just wanted to also point out, which is. Everything is on the one floor, and I definitely, as you see, this is all on one floor. And then when you see the boiler room area, it's just basically the same track on one floor. But what I wanted to mention, okay, and I think now it's really hard to tell because Miss M called them pellets.
Wood pellets.
Wood pellets. This here, and I think they're actually rusted out radiators. This here, and this here.
So who was it that had the radiator theory? You or her?
She has the radiator theory and the air duct theory, but I think the issue is like there's only a very few scenes that actually has both radiator and air ducts, air vents and radiators, and this is one of the scenes I kind of think that actually has both radiators. Even though these are like, I think they're non-functioning, rusted out radiators. Maybe wood pellets, I still have a hard time. But this one definitely, if these are wood pellets over here, then maybe this one over here is definitely a radiator. It's still hard to tell.
Yeah, I think that circle thing right there.
Yeah, this looks like a circle thing that goes for the pipe.
Right?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking it does.
But I don't know. I mean, I could also see it as a wood pellet too.
Yeah, I'm not sure myself, but definitely would love to go back and forth on the comments on this. Maybe if someone has a better quality video than what we
Because it
have.
definitely looks like it was like painted or something, and I don't know why you would paint a wood palette, but I have seen radiators painted.
Yeah, and that's true. Painted radiators, and they're also looks like these are kind of rusted out too.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's why I did that. And over here is just like old radiators, and this over here, which is hard to tell right now. I mean, you can see this air vent right there.
Yeah. Well, I wonder, can you change like the contrast on it and see, or no?
I could, but it might mess me up at this moment.
Yeah.
So I'm not really that much of an expert on these things. And this one over here is what I really also wanted to mention. The two water heaters. I think that's what they're called.
Or boilers, water heaters.
Yeah, the two water
contraptions.
The two boilers. I think these are. Yes, they do go like this here, side to side too. So I looked at other videos too on this, other pictures, but I just wanted to know that is it possible because of what's everything that we're looking at. Could these two boilers actually be kind of like a reference towards the like the nukes? And this one is Doctor Strangelove, and the B-52. I think the B-52 bomber plane, or one of the bomber planes that they're in, that has the nukes.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just wondering if it's kind of like
parallel imagery or something.
Yeah, some type of parallel imagery or anything like that, or just like another look into it. Mm-hmm. Also, according to the book, I believe there's like one massive boiler that's in the basement in the
Shining.
In The Shining, that Jack has to supposedly have to go every so often to take care of it, and it's not taken care of, and that's what actually blows up the entire building.
In the book.
In the book. Yeah. In the movie, though, we get these two boilers. They look really, really good condition. I don't even think...
Wait, how would you know?
They look good.
I don't know what those clocks mean.
I don't know either. Well, they look good to me. So, but this is not really a basement. This is all on the first floor.
Are you sure? That looks basementy to me.
Yeah, well, she runs.
I don't know.
She runs across this floor over here.
You said you were going to show me. It
runs across here. I'll actually play the movie later.
Well, maybe they're just not showing her go up some stairs.
Maybe there might be a cutscene. I don't know.
There's got to be a cutscene. I can't imagine this is all on the first floor. That's crazy. Maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe it is.
Yeah.
Wait, go back again. These are laundry machines, like washing it?
Washer and dryers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's just there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of mess over here.
I thought I saw a coin slot. I was like, why is she in a laundromat with a coin-operated machine? But I don't think that's what that is.
Yeah, it's stuff that needs to get done.
Where is she really?
Where is she really? Yes.
She's not even in the same building.
Yes, not in the same building. Anyway, I just wanted to mention that. So, is it possible that these two
are referencing the nukes?
Yeah, are referencing these nukes over here.
I don't know.
I'm not when I get
shot
into.
Looks similar.
It does look similar.
Which one came first, Strangelove or Shining?
Strangelove came first.
Okay. So he could have been setting up this scene to mirror this scene. Possibly.
Possibly, right?
Maybe.
Definitely.
Or maybe that's just the way you put two circular things in a shot. I don't know.
And then here's another picture of this one, Stanley Kubrick, and he's doing Lolita on the nuclear bomb. So, I guess that's all I have right now. I guess not much of anything.
It's just stuff that you're thinking about.
It's stuff that I'm thinking about. I do want to cover the Band-Aids, and I'm hoping that I'll have a little bit more time
Yeah, let's put the theories together and
Yeah, I want to put the theories together and definitely clean my thoughts because the AI thing really messed me up for a while because it's like I was trying to figure out these references that it kept on telling me, and I definitely want to rant about AI and this AI hallucinations one day. Unfortunately, I'm going to use a different video or something like that to talk about maybe some other character. I don't know. It was just very headaching.
frustrating.
Yes, it was completely frustrating.
You're losing your vocabulary skills with these babies.
Yes, I'm losing a lot of things with these babies, especially sleep. It, I love the babies a lot, and they're like they're a handful, two handfuls, um, and anyway, uh, uh, yeah, I want to close this.
You're gonna be getting back into making some more videos.
Okay, all right, I'm gonna be getting back into making more videos. I just want to say thanks a lot for watching. I'm very happy that I'm definitely over 300 subscribers. Really excited to see Miss M hit that 1,000 mark.
Yeah.
My fingers is crossed that she's gonna hit it before Thanksgiving.
That's tomorrow.
All right, maybe before Black Friday.
Before the end of the year for sure.
Well, fingers crossed.
Before Cyber Monday.
Okay, before Cyber Monday. Okay. Anyway, thanks a lot. And please feel free to talk on the comments.